What up, everybody? What up, everybody? Let me get to the spot. Let me get to the spot. Hold on a second. Am I at the spot? Yes. Different angle. Hey, ho, this is Plan Your Greatness, and I am your gracious host, Carlton Hamilton. Let's get at it. You know, like I'm a movie critic or something. You kind of get that little sideways look or something like that. All right. We're going to talk about balance. Because have you ever had in your lifetime a class in high school, college, or anywhere which actually taught you how to ride a bike or taught you about balance? Now, I asked my son that question. I said, Jamari, why aren't there any classes in school that teach you how to ride a bike or balance? And I'm sure Jamari was like, Dad, stop with these questions. I mean, can we just have a father-son conversation without having these questions? And it's just random, they come out. But he didn't have an answer. And I told him it's because it requires action. You can't learn how to ride a bike sitting in a chair. You can't learn in an auditorium. I mean, literally, you can get on the bike in there, but it requires you to really get out. Because I remember teaching the both of them how to ride a bike. And all the balance and me running behind them, there were no words other than, you can do it. You can do it. Come on, man. You can do it. You can do it. That was it. That was it. Balance, riding bike. That was it. And repetition deepens the impression. So the more that you do something, the better that you get at it. Now, also remember, and that's probably a whole nother video, is that repetition deepens the impression. So if you are repetitioning things that are bad, you will deepen the impression of bad things, bad habits. But again, that's a whole nother video. All right, now think about when your kids were little. Remember them trying to learn how to walk? Yeah, think about that. Perseverance, persistence. There weren't any really words, only just of encouragement. Come on, sweetie. Come on. That was it. That's all you can do. Now, even without those words, we know that a child would go from crawling to crawling up on the couch to walking along the couch to actually walking themselves out by themselves. Nothing. Now, think about this. Would you ever have considered putting a time frame on your child learning how to walk? Like, okay, if my child doesn't learn how to walk by 2 years old, man, I'm going to take this fool back to the hospital. Of course not. So we have the utmost patience when it comes to our children walking. We basically say they are going to keep trying until they walk. So as you think about that, think about this. Why are we so patient with watching our children learn how to walk, but we are so impatient with ourselves as far as goals, dreams, accomplishing things? We give up real quickly. And a part of that I know is because we're in this space where every bit of information that we want to learn about, whether it's losing weight, getting into an industry, writing a book, that information is right at our fingertips. We become so impatient. And it reminds me of two things that I read. And it's Ralph Waldo Emerson has what is called a law of compensation essay. In that essay, Emerson states clearly, he said, if you do the thing, you will have the power. Do not the thing, you don't have the power. So, and he's basically stating that if you want to accomplish something, you better get about the busy of putting some action behind it and doing actually what it is that you want to do. And the other one I find it's funny, and it says that if you want to be successful, or people are afraid of success because it's oftentimes dressed in overalls, which means there's hard work attached to it. Now, in my 9 pillars of wisdom, number 3 is give every dream or goal a deadline. Now, I said before that you didn't want to ever give your child a deadline for walking. But for us as grown-ups, I believe it is imperative that we give ourselves a deadline to accomplish something. Because Dr. Dennis Kimbro says that what gets measured gets done. And I full well believe that when you put a deadline on something, if you don't hit that goal and accomplish it by that deadline, you're going to be closer. And then all that does is for you to just kind of reevaluate, regroup, recalibrate, and then just go for the goal again. Set it with new skills, because on your way to the goal, you acquired something. So now to the new goal, you have new skills, and it should give you some more confidence about accomplishing your goal. Because I believe that every dream cannot be accomplished without action. However, action is never taken without a dream. Okay. So then that brings us into, you must ask yourself the 3 questions. What do you want? Thinking real big. Why do you want it? Evoke that emotional reaction, that emotional commitment that I must do this. My philosophy must be higher than my feelings, meaning that the days that I get up that I don't feel at my best, I'm going to still do my best and get after my goal. And when you're doing that, when you ask yourself the questions, when you understand that you must have a dream and that dream requires action, and that you can't do anything in a workshop or a seminar, you've got to get out there and doing it. And if you are understanding that it requires that sort of commitment and action to reach your goals, you're planning your own greatness. All right. This is Plan Your Greatness. And I will say this again, plan your greatness. You know why? Because no one else will. I'll see y'all next time.